What's up guys, it's Card Games here, and today I'm bringing you guys my Bumblebee deck profile. This is updated Bumblebee deck profile for the March 2013 ban list, of course. I've really just changed this deck to the playstyle of the format, the way it's progressing. And yeah, I think Heroes are a really good deck for this format. They've got excellent matchups against so many decks out there. It's got a decent Prophecy matchup, decent Fire Fist matchup. It's even got a decent Murmur matchup, for crying out loud. So yeah, I'm just going to show you the deck profile. One Stratos. Stratos is really good just for adding any monsters to your hand, and also it's part of your OTK with Stratos Reborn. But apart from that, heroes are generally more control based, and that's why probably I like them a lot for this format. Okay, next up, I'm playing free Alias. Alias, I think, is pretty staple at free at the moment. Just the 1900 beat stick is too good, and also it's just recruits so much place for the deck into Gemini Spark target, and then you can always Hero Blast it back to your hand, destroy monsters. I mean, it's just an amazing card in the deck. That's why you have to run it at free. Next off, I'm playing free Bubbleman. I'm really liking Bubbleman even more as the format progresses. I mean, Heroic Champion and Blade Arm Ninja are one of the most powerful Xyzs attack-wise. The amount of damage the Warrior Xyzs do in this game is ridiculous, which is why I think that free Bubbleman is so necessary. And last two monsters, I'm not playing Thunder King. Thunder King isn't that good for the format. It's not as good as it was last format by any chance. Like, it was good against windups, but windups aren't they're not just good anymore. So yeah, and I think that that's really the only deck you really harm. It doesn't do as much damage to Murmurs as you would think, especially with the Abyss Megalos and stuff, the Abyss Teuses and shit. So yeah. Instead, I'm playing two Photon Thrashers. Photon Thrasher is such a good card. I'm playing Skill Drain in the deck, by the way, because I believe that Skill Drain is a really good card against this current format right now. The ability to just stop the effects of all Xyzs, the ability to lock down so many cards and so many decks is ridiculous, and Photon Thrasher is such a good card. Plus the ability, because you're playing such a low monster count, Photon Thrasher is really good because you can always just special summon him, and then your opponent will have to think, alright, I'm going to Trenchel this card, or am I going to bottomless it, or do something. And if they Trenchel, okay, I've wasted the traps and I can just go off my plays. If they don't, then they're going to have to deal with a 2000 beat stick, which is not easy to come by in any deck, by any means necessary. So yeah, that's two Photon Thrashers, that's the monster lineup, 9 monsters. On to the spells. I am playing a whole bunch of spells in the deck. 2 Pot of Dualities. Pot of Duality is really good just for adding consistency to the deck. Combos really well with Photon Thrasher when you just no, it doesn't combo really well with Photon Thrasher. It combos well when you've got Photon Thrasher on the field and you're just going through your deck, just searching out, setting up your combo plays, and just doing Thrasher beatdown, which is what I love to do in a lot of cases. Then we're playing 2 Emergency Calls. This is just to increase your consistency in the deck. You know, add your heroes. You can even OTK if you have like 2 of these and the Stratos. So yeah. Then next I'm playing 1 Reinforcement of the Army. And I'm playing a Warrior Returning Alive. Warrior Returning Alive is too good in the deck not to play. The ability just being a late top decking scenario, and you top deck into a Warrior Returning Alive, you've got so many options. You'd put the Stratos, which you probably have in the grave by then, to your hand, summon it, add the Bubble Man, special summon a Bubble Man, go into Heroic Champion, attack for game. Or you could just, if you've used all your Bubble Man, play Warrior Returning Alive, get your Bubble Man. If you have no cards in your hand, special summon it, draw 2 cards. So yeah, that's another good plus. And also, even if you just want to bait out your opponent's back row, play Warrior Returning Alive, get your Photon Thrasher back, and just keep reviving Thrasher, and keep just doing Thrasher beatdown. So yeah, that's why I like it. And Warrior Returning Reinforcement as the army searches all 9 of my monsters, so you have to play them. Okay, next off, I'm playing 3 Miracle Fusions. most aggressive card in the game. So good against so many matchups. This card is too broken not to play. I mean, Shining is one of the most powerful cards in the extra deck because of Miracle Fusion. That's why I think it's a staple to play at 3. And next, I'm playing now 3 Super Polymerizations. Super Poly is just a really good card. The ability is so many times when I'm playing against 6 Samurais and they go first turn Sheehan and I'm just like, oh great. So typically I'd summon a monster and they'll be like, oh I'll typically summon like my Neosalius and they'll be like, oh Bottomless, and I'll be like, okay, change Super Poly, discard a card, fuse your Sheehan, and now nothing can negate it. So it's just too good not to play in the deck. The ability for nothing to be able to negate Super Poly is just too broken, and yeah, that's why I really like it. And plus, it's really good against Vers, which are Evil Swarm, which are coming out very soon. Ophion is just such a powerful card, and the ability to just activate this and know that their virus spell card, the one that makes it unaffected, will not do any harm to Super Poly because Super Poly cannot be negated or anything. So yeah, which is another reason why I love Super Poly, and I just think it's so good in the game right now to not play at 3. It's just so good. Okay, next up I'm playing 2 Gemini Spark. This is really good with Neosadises, and the combos really well, just drawing cards and getting rid of your opponent's monsters. So many times where I summon an Alias and they'll Bottomless and I just chain Gemini Spark and destroy another card in the field and draw a card, so like that thing. So yeah, just too good. Okay, then I'm playing 3 MSTs. MST is proven to be one of the best staples. It's such a good staple card in the format right now, and I think it's pretty... If you can play 3 in a deck, I suggest playing 3 because getting rid of Abyss Spheres, getting rid of tankies and stuff is just too good not to play right now. I mean, it's just too important to get rid of back rows these days. Okay, and then we're playing the staples. Heavy, Reborn, Dark Hole. Pretty staple. Dark Hole destroys all monsters. Monster Reborn, good for your OTK, and Heavy Storm just wiping off the board when you're going second. So that does it for the spells. 20 spells. Onto the traps. I'm playing the Solemn Brigade, both Warning and Judgment. Staples, in my opinion, if you're playing a deck which plays traps. Next, I'm playing 2 Bottomless Trap Elves. Bottomless is proven to be one of the best trap cards for this format, and it's just a really good card and pretty decent against the Evil Swarms, unless they get the virus on the field, and pretty good against Prophecies as well, unless they play that other card that counters it. But then you make them, then it just becomes a 1-for-1. So yeah, 2 Bottomless. And then we're playing 2 Torrential. Because I'm playing a low monster count, I'm not always going to have monsters in my hand and on the field, and so Torrential is just really good. And plus, if I have like an absolute 0 on the field and I Torrential the field and destroy everything, and then next turn I just summon them like an Alias and just attack for game, it's just too good not to do that. And I've done it so many times where my opponents have overextended so much in Mermails, and they've summoned their best Gaios, and I'm just like, Torrential, destroy my Ab-Zero, destroy your field, next time just summon Alias and attack for game. So yeah, Torrential's too good not to play. Okay, then I'm playing Skill Drain, 2 Skill Drain. Skill Drain is a really good card. You'd think it wouldn't hurt Mermails that much, but this card is pretty decent because it stops Deep Sea Diva, it stops their Synchros and stuff, like DeLorean returning your card to your hand and making some crazy plays. It stops Pike Effect, the ability to add, I can't actually remember his effect, but it's like add a card, add a level 3 to monster to your hand after you send the card to the grave. So yeah, the sending bit is the cost, but it does stop like a lot of effects against so many decks out there. Really good against, like, another example is Evil Swarms, when they have their Ophion on the field and you just play Skill Drain, and then that card's freaking useless, it just becomes a vanilla. So yeah. And also, Skill Drain is just really good against so many matchups out there right now. I mean, the new Dragons, it's pretty decent against. It's pretty good against Chaos Dragons, good against the Mirror Match, and good against every Xyz out there, pretty much. So Skill Drain is too good not to play. And then we're playing Mirror Force and Dimensional Prison. I've told you so many times I like one of each, and yeah, I'm sticking by this, and it's served me well. I've tested out two Mirror Force, two D Prison. I've tested out 2 in 1, 2 in 1, and I just like this lineup. And then the last card I'm playing is a Hero Blast. Hero Blast is really good. I kept dead drawing it when I was playing 2 sometimes, so I bumped back down to 1, but I know you never know. Maybe it wasn't my luck that day, so I might bump this up to 2, I'm not sure. So yeah, that rounds up the main deck. That was 11 traps, by the way, 40 card main deck, 9 monsters, 20 spells, 11 traps. Okay, on to the extra deck. Starting off by playing 2 Shining, pretty staple. This is the card you want to go into most of the time when you activate Miracle Fusion. So yeah, 2 Shining is staple. And then I'm playing 2 Ab-Zeros. Ab-Zero, I'm bumped it up to 2 because of the Murmur matchup. I am playing 3 Super Polys, so I felt the need for another Absolute Zero, and also I've gone into this with a Miracle Fusion Bubble Man quite a lot, so against Mermails, so typically I like to have both of them. Okay, then I'm playing 2 Escuriados. I'm playing 2 just simply because of Evil Swarms. This is like the pre-Hidden Arsenal deck list, by the way. Escuriado is just so good against 6 Sams, like so many decks out there that are dark. You typically have a bad matchup against. Like for Insectors, that matchup's pretty rough. If they get their OTK off and you don't have a skill drain or anything, then you're pretty much screwed. So Escuriado is really good against that matchup. Plus, it's pretty good against Dark Codes, especially when they like summon their Graph, when they discard their Graph and they have like a Brow on the field, and you just like Super Poly, get Escuriado. It's such a good card. So yeah, I need the 2 in the game. That's why I bumped it up to 2. Okay, then I'm playing Gaia, Gaia, Great Tornado, and Nova Master. The reason why I'm not playing 2 Nova Masters for the 5-fist matchup is because people are starting to play Reborn Tenkus. So yeah, Great Tornado's pre-live then, and also they're playing, some builds are playing Beast King Blood Bros, so Gaia's really good. And yeah, that's why I play it, because not every monster in that deck is fire. I mean, most people play lots of other monsters like Tengu, so I've gone into many games where I've Super Polyed and gone into a Nova Master, Teng, and the Tornado, so yeah. So I like it. Next up for the Xyz, we're playing Utopia. Utopia is pretty staple in my opinion in any Xyz extra deck that can make rank 4s. Then I'm playing a Maestroke. Maestroke's really good, probably one of the best Xyz out there right now. Too good of a card not to play. Okay, then I'm playing Gagga Cowboy. Considering Gagga Cowboy is pretty much a staple in any deck right now, extra deck that can make rank 4s. This card is too good, and still so many games. Well, excuse me. Yeah, it's just so good for stealing games. Then I'm playing 2 Heroic Champions and a Blade Armor Ninja. I took out, these are the last of my Xyz. I'm playing 1 Blade Armor Ninja because I never need more than 1, but I've gone in so many games where the 2nd Heroic Champion has helped me win. Because heroes suffer quite a lot with monsters with high attack monsters, and also this card is just so good against Evil Swarms. Like I've tested Evil Swarms, and the one thing that I found having trouble with, that if you don't have something to stop a monster that's stronger than you, your Ophion is dead. Like there's no word about it. So yeah, that's why I really like Heroic Champion at 2 as well, because it gets over Ophion. And also I'm not playing Abyss Dweller because Abyss Dweller, I didn't feel the need for it because I'm playing 3 Super Polys. Typically, I would Super Poly my Abyss Dweller was only really good against Mermails, and was good against Dark Hordes, but I do play Soul Drains in the side, and I do have Super Polys to get rid of my Dark Hordes monsters, so just didn't feel the need for it. And Gandiva, I took it out just simply because wind up's on a deck anymore, so I don't fear level 4 lower monsters being special summoned. So yeah, that's the deck profile for my hero Bubble Beat deck profile. If you like this video, please remember to comment, rate, subscribe for more Yu-Gi-Oh videos. Cheers guys for watching. Adios.